like it. Dark wave. Break it down. Dark wave.
Hello and good morning, everybody. We're about to have that bell ring in just a couple of minutes. Looking at the market so far today, it's actually done pretty well. I know a lot of you guys already saw the CPI inflation report. The year-over-year number came in at 3.2%. So if we go back to our little chart here, you know, it shows it rising a little bit, just ever so slightly from that last reading. So definitely not the best thing to see. At the same time, though, it's such a small jump that it doesn't really make the biggest difference right now. At the end of the day, the market ended up moving up off of this. I would have thought down. You can see initially as it came out, it actually did jump down, but got bought right back up. So very interesting on that pre-market price action. I know this was blowing some people's minds this morning, so pretty insane though to see this. Yeah, I tried to even switch the music today to an 80s one after I saw a couple comments, and then that one was even techno. I was like, what? I agree. I'm gonna have to go back to the chill beat one. SPY is doing pretty good though at open. Initially have some green here at the bell, up 0.45%. I was looking at Nvidia and a few others, noticed they were doing very well so far this morning. AMD's doing okay. It's not like it's exploding or anything. QQQ wasn't the best, but now it opened, coming right back for us. So like to see that. Let's see the banks really fast. I want to see how they're doing. How about gold and silver? Kind of popping down. What about oil? Stagnating. Commercial EDM, yeah. Let me switch it real quick. Here, let's go. Why not? Here we go. This is more like what we usually play. Boeing puts. Hell yeah. You know, Boeing has been so good to the downside lately, guys. It has been nonstop to the downside. I talk about it every single night. It's my favorite stock to the downside lately. Yesterday morning, we watched it all morning. This morning, probably going to be one of the big watchers again as it's opening up pretty low. A lot of red coming in down to 187 now. If we look on Bookmap, 185 is the next major area, but there is quite a bit of buyers lined up down here. But there's a lot of sellers right here too, so we'll have to see which side gives first. So far, though, that's been an amazing drop on Boeing. Even if it ends up moving up today again and starts, consolidating, that drop under 200 from the other day on Friday was pretty insane. Hopefully, it gets a nice continuation, though. Going out to the daily on them, it's starting to get brutal. Yeah, that does suck, doesn't it? 185 coming up, though, will be huge. It's huge on Bookmap. I have it on my chart as well as a major level, so 185 will probably end up being pretty big support. And that would be an awesome move down to there today. We're at 186.80. We're actually not too far off. Got Snowflake here, falling to the downside a little bit. Soul said snow long. It looks interesting. At open here, I'm not feeling the long vibes. The daily chart, though, has me... I like the daily chart for going long. I would say if you do long Snowflake, you need to give it a lot of time right now. I actually like the setup, though. I like how it had the big gap, and then we had a good continuation here. I could see a slight move back up soon. It doesn't have to even be huge. Maybe just like a retest of like 180 or something. That could be great on Snowflake. Question is, when are the buyers going to finally buy this one up on this dip? It is right at that 160 support, so... Man, that's why I kind of like it. Not a bad play on the daily. Intraday, though, I don't know. Check out Tilray, doing nothing, of course. I didn't expect it to. Planet 13. How's Dwack? I know Dwack has been pretty wild with the elections and everything. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's bring up the watch list here. Oracle, 12% on their earnings there. That's pretty big. Man, 12% here. Opening the next day. Nice. Maybe they can push it up to 130, have a breakout. That'd be a nice move. How about TSM? Up on the watch list here. 2.9% today. Okay. They were going down quite a bit the past couple days. I think this is where we're going to see this slight recovery back. I don't necessarily think that these stocks are going to come all the way back, but we need to watch these recoveries closely here. Draw a little trend here on NVIDIA. Oh yeah, I like that. We got to watch it pretty closely though, because as it starts to run up, you might be able to find a good spot to play some puts off of, like 915. You know, I'm thinking out a couple of days, possibly. Obviously, if we just start tanking here, well, then, yeah, you know, obviously switch to puts now, but starting to get some consolidation back up slightly over the past couple days. Not on Boeing, of course, though. They are brutal. Triple M popped, yeah. Wow, what the hell happened with them? What the? I'm gonna have to pull this one up on the... Hang on. On the news. Oh, wow. They names Bill Brown, chief executive. I don't know who that is. They name William Brown as CEO. That's pretty nuts. Wow. And they're saying, like, the new CEO is a defensive pick, and... It says, incoming 3M CEO is an investor. Okay. I don't know who William Brown is, or Bill Brown. They're calling him both names, but... That's pretty nuts, though. Rivian is selling off. Oh, man, they are. Wow, that's too bad. Starting to get back under support here at 1240, 1250. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good at all for Rivian. Damn. SPY's even selling off pretty good here, too, at open. Got to support, though, at 512. We'll have to see if it can hold this or not. Literally bouncing on it as I speak. Coin having a rough day. Yeah, it is. Another stock that broke support from yesterday at open here, running down. With how high Coinbase has been going, I'm not surprised to see it running down a little bit. God damn, do I have enough drawings on Coinbase down there? Holy. I gotta delete some of those. That was from a while ago, too. There we go. Looking a little better. After 20 deletions. All right, we got to hit up the SM bot this morning. All right. Tesla puts on the bot. Oh, no. I know you guys aren't going to want to hear that. Tesla puts. Oh my gosh, 174. Holy shit. Tesla's having a big pullback today, aren't they? That's a major rejection at 180 as well. Wow. Look at the daily. I zoom in again. A lot of drawings on this one, but a lot of intraday action here. Man, that's a big red candle here today. It's starting to, if it breaks support from the past couple weeks, man, this could be a large sell-off. Yeah, you know, it's about to. I guess the low from Thursday of last week was around 172. So watch out for that to break, but it looks like it's selling off hard. We're starting to see these tech stocks get hit. At least Nvidia is looking okay. Almost off that trend we just drew, actually. Right there. Bam, that's a pretty good hit. Can't lie. Yeah, it's quite a bit of bounces off that. Okay. Tesla to 165. I agree. I could see it going there eventually. Over the next few days, maybe a week or so for that, but hell yeah, I see that. NIO. Yeah, it's starting to sell back off a little bit too. How's Apple looking today? Holy shit. Another sell-off. Who could believe it? Now this inflation data is starting to make more sense. Whenever the market was popping up on that higher inflation, I was like, what the hell? I'm sure a lot of you guys were like that. I got woken up super early this morning by the baby. Had to take care of her for a little bit. Man, 24.50 to the downside. That's a huge drop on Palantir as well. Hey, Xbox, those Palantir puts are sounding better now. I remember those from the past couple weeks, man. With like the market-wide sell-off. Yeah. All right, hey, Boeing actually got all the way down to 185, right where we talked about, guys. That's a big support. If you're holding any puts here through this downtrend, I would look to start to sell out here. That is a pretty big drop overall. I know a lot of people have been swinging it since yesterday, but a huge support down there. We can go look at Bookmap. Definitely a huge support. One of the biggest ones that we've actually seen over the past few days, besides $200. Gotta love the Bookmap, the X-ray vision. Triple M still going? No way. Yeah, it's trying. It's right around that $100 mark. I wonder if it'll have a good close above there. AMD down, TradeSmart said. Man, I do like AMD down. That's a pretty decent play. It's going to have to progress through the day, but I can see the low here breaking. Looks like it's starting to pop up a little bit now, so, you know, maybe watch for an entry as it starts to run up and then look to get into a continuation as it goes back down. I would like that. Yeah, Xbox, yeah. The Palantir, man. When I saw it fall and I was thinking of those puts, I was like, man. SPY maybe jumping on the daily SMA. Or 5MA, Soul said. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't really look at the SMAs too much anymore. I would say SPY is just kind of bouncing off resistance in a big way. Would be nice to see a good continuation down here, though. It's been a while since we've seen a, good downside move in the market. Ooh, look at Nvidia starting to break that trend. It broke it in pre-market a little bit where the volatility was with the CPI data, but ended up coming back. Now it's falling back down. Pretty bad downside move here. Good if you're a put player, though. I mean, goes both ways, right? Man, AMD. Crazy here. 196 just gave out pretty hard. Let's go to the book map on AMD. Wow, yeah, 195 here was big. Wow. Everyone's starting to rush for the exits. What about you guys? Are you guys thinking anything like that? Anybody out there holding long-term shares ready to sell? I'm gonna do a poll here. All right, vote it up. Vote it up. Just threw a nice poll out there. And hey, while you're at it and you're voting, make sure you like up the stream as well. Smash that like button. SPY, though, starting to reject right off of resistance here. I'm going to draw an arrow to that. It's a pretty good confirmation off of 512 after it broke down under there. Really good confirmation. Wow, that's a good confirmation there. Let's go. Come on, SPY. Start to break down. Guys, watch UVXY today. Starting to get a lot of volatility coming in. Same thing with SQQQ. Also, looking pretty good. Or you could just play puts, either way. Puts aren't bad either. Probably prefer the puts, actually. That way I'm sticking with the price action rather than relying on VIX or something. Getting my coffee in this morning. What are you guys drinking out there? We got any Red Bull drinkers this morning? I normally don't drink coffee, but I've been really liking the Starbucks coffee I got. And Boeing starting to give out at 185. Is it going to continue? Damn, that's a big drop. Come on, Boeing, keep it up. Let's get that momentum coming in. It's already been there. It's down 4%. The average percent fall in this is only 1.1%. I have puts on Tesla, Coinbase, Nvidia. Very nice. Yeah, I like that too, Sean. It really starts going, right? I wouldn't count this as a spot where it truly started going yet, but like, let's say we start to break this recent support around like 508 to 510 again. It could be on like Donkey Kong, as they say. Scrolling out on SPY, there's a huge trend line here on the weekly chart. I don't know if you guys have ever went back and plotted this before, but if you go back to like 2009 and you plot the low and you just draw the trend line going up, it's pretty crazy how many bounces have came off of this over that time. Now the market's more straight up, I'd say. But we'll have to see it. Maybe eventually we'll see a pullback back to there. Pretty long-term outlook, though. Going back to the daily, then the intraday, continuing to fall. Good scalping opportunity there on puts, though, at 512 to the downside. Good confirmation. You always want to see that. Great to see. Of course, it might not go down all day, but Nvidia is continuing down pretty well after breaking that trend. Very well. Microsoft calls, Jason asks. Let's see. Microsoft is one of the best. Look at that. It has a cool guy already on there. That's funny. But Microsoft is one of the better stocks today. It's not great, but it is one of the ones holding up better, I'd say. It's hard to justify calls, though, whenever the SPY is starting to sell off like this. I'm all for individual stocks on individual moves. It just seems like today's a weird day with the way CPI was and then the way the SPY's selling now. Granted, it could be at the, nearing the bottom. We'll see. 511's a fairly big support. Not huge, but like 510.80 to 511. Yeah, I feel you there. SM will always find whatever it can, of course. Just some momentum. SM bot, just so everyone knows, should be treated like a screener. Of course, always go and look at the charts and everything. It's not like Surge, Surge is meant to be more direct, whereas SM is straight up like a screener. I'm sure you guys know that, though, just making sure everybody's aware. Costco calls are actually on the SM right now. Costco. Wow, they're starting to come back pretty well, aren't they? They had that huge earnings drop. This one's not too bad. It's a weird play, but setup's not bad. Man, Apple does look pretty rough here, doesn't it, Xbox? I'm not surprised it made an appearance. Wow. Tesla puts were on there too. A lot of these stocks that were falling are starting to consolidate back up a little bit, which is expected. You know, you can't expect like a... Let's see how big this drop was from like right before open to here. Like 3.5%. That's pretty big on a stock like Tesla, so you can't expect a drop like that without some type of consolidation. Let's go check in on Boeing. Still sitting around the 185 mark. Not quite breaking under it yet, but it's like right there ready. It broke under by like 20 cents, but you know, we know that doesn't count. Got to watch this 184.75 support. See what we got on the book map with Boeing now. I know we were looking at it earlier. 184 is big. 185 was huge, and then now buyers started coming in at like 184.80, 184.50. A lot of buyers under here. Probably going to be semi-tough to break under that, I'd say. I feel like people are getting worried, though. Don't forget to vote up in the poll if you guys haven't done so yet. And don't forget to also like the stream. Let's go. Hey, there we go, though. Boeing just broke. Go back to book map here. You can see the first initial break, 184.80. Oh, wow. Look at those sellers popping in overhead. Okay. Interesting. Build them up. You can see them. They keep coming in right there. It's interesting. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it even more. You'll see the fight. Oh yeah, there goes 184.50. See all these sellers popping in overhead? Look at that. They keep starting to pop up. Whoa, Cornish just posted a picture of the Southwest Airlines puts in the Discord. They're up 4,000%. Man, I saw the love getting smoked comment. Holy shit. No joke. Why did they get smoked so hard in pre-market? What happened? Have to go back to the news. LUV, let's pop you out here. Wait, how do I pop it out? Here we go. Okay. Southwest Airlines down over 13%. Biggest decrease since March of 2020. They cut capacity and rethink 2024 financial forecast, citing Boeing problems. Oh, shit. It makes it even worse for Boeing. Oh, boy. Due to Boeing challenges? That's funny. I didn't even know that was the news, but it just doesn't stop for Boeing, does it? Holy shit. Does not stop. Man. I'm glad I cut, love. I was holding shares of this one. I cut it around like 30 or 32. Kind of where it is now, actually, but... I like this dip, though. Give me opportunities to get into more shares for the longer term. Somewhere on the dip. We'll see how close it gets to support, though. There's a major support coming up around like 28, like $29. Honestly, like right around the low of today. Pretty big support. But under there, man, that major support going back to... How far does this go back? You got to go to like a weekly chart. Yeah, look at these. Look at this like weekly chart drawing, guys. This support that it just recently bounced off of at the end of 23 went all the way back to January of 2001. Holy shit. That was a big area. And of course, that's the COVID low, literally right on it. And then same story, right on it again at the end of 2023. Now it's starting to dip back around support. Maybe not a bad buying opportunity. I like it. I saw Hunter said, put selling opportunities in Discord. That looks pretty hot. That's what I would do to get more shares. when I decide to average in. Start to sell some more puts. Maybe around the $28, $27, $25 marks. Might even stagger it, you know, sell them at staggered prices. Staggered strikes, I guess I should say. I do like Southwest, but at the end of the day, it's not something I want to have too much of, you know. It's a kind of a higher risk company, in my opinion. Those airlines are always at risk to go berserk. What if we do end up hitting a recession this year, man? It's going to crush airlines momentarily. I told you SPY was bouncing on the SMA. Yeah, I wouldn't even know. The SMA or the 5MA. It'll do that on some of those SMAs. You can usually find some pretty key bounces at different SMA points on there. Boeing's starting to run back a little bit after support gave out. 184 held up, it looks like. A lot of the buyers came in now, 184.40 as well. That would have been big to identify in the moment right there. If you were trading this down, you could have seen them pop in there and probably would have been a worry. Calls on Zoom. Ticker symbol ZM. Let's see. Yeah, pretty good move here. 735 maybe for a breakout. I actually like this setup a lot today. Let's go Zoom. Let's go. It's almost there too. It's about to start breaking. Could be a great opportunity as the day progresses. I wish the price action was a little bit more exciting today. Did have decent moves down here. Little scalping opportunities on the way down. Came roaring back though, the SPY did. Go back to Nvidia, it's back. AMD. Trying to come back a little bit. Microsoft should be pretty good. Oh yeah. Microsoft's been one of the hotter stocks today. Right around that high of day, literally just now breaking it, so watch that. 410 is a pretty big spot though, so it sucks whenever stocks are running, but then they're like literally right at resistance. Like it's, or you know, they're like $1 away, even though they're starting to break out a little bit. Makes it kind of tough to trade those situations sometimes. Costco. Oh my God, yeah. Still coming back. Ooh, speaking of Costco. Hashtag trading stream. All of our premium members out there. Yeah, Costco's looking great today. Still continuing. Coming back from those earnings on that big dip. See how high this one can get. How's QQQ now? Okay. We haven't checked in on Google today. They have pretty big resistance here. 139.15. Hey, make sure you guys vote up in the poll. Want to make sure everyone gets their votes casted? Let's go. 35 total votes. Let's up those numbers. These are rookie numbers out here.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, yeah. Google. A lot of consolidation here over the past, I would say, honestly, ever since 3 minutes into open, so like 30 minutes, but Definitely not like the SPY, which ripped down, coming right back. Fairly volatile move. SPYs better not be chopping around like it did yesterday. At least the move today is a little bit more volatile. Let's go to the Fed Watch tool. Nobody has posted up the percentages or anything yet. Oh, wow. Okay. So they're still pricing in a cut for June. So that's pretty big to see. Still pricing in a cut. I was a little worried this might have been shifting more this way. We'll have to keep our eyes on this over the next couple weeks. And at the next FOMC meeting, we'll have to see what they say. Because if they do start to say something about cutting rates and maybe holding off in June, then that could be maybe something that fuels a market downtrend. It just could be if they start pushing it out further and further and further. Remember, the Fed has to play a game. They have to play the game. If Powell doesn't do it, someone's doing it. That's the big worry, though. Looking at the heat map today, it looks pretty interesting. Couple green spots like 3M, like you mentioned earlier. We have Oracle there, 10%. Costco in the green. Other than that, though, it's getting pretty red. There's a lot of big stocks that are right around break even, though, so. Sean says Big Daddy Powell don't play games. Hell no. Brandon Trzynski. Boeing can't keep the 185 supports. Yeah, it's starting to give out here again. There's a lot of buyers that came in on Bookmap at 184 now. So that whole area is on watch. 184.40, 184. You can see it trying to fight right there right now. We'll have to see if it holds or not. It looks a lot stronger than it did earlier here, so. Making me think it could end up holding. What do you think about Walmart? I've been in since before the split. Man, for the long term, Walmart is a great stock out there. It's at all-time highs now, though, which is a bit of a problem. Just it's so high, but it just keeps going. You know, the market right now is very hot. I really like this. I think it's great. I'm glad that you have it before the split. I think that's awesome. Yeah, let it keep going. You know, you might want to look to sell at some point or like trim some as it starts to rise more, but overall, I like the play. I could see it pulling back at some point, but man, right now, running up very well. Like, I could see it actually getting under the point it's at now at some point. Maybe later in this year or something, but for now, doing very well. And for the long term, it's a great company to own. As long as you're willing to average in if it does dip, I think it's awesome. Just be willing to average in. Costco coming back still. Let's see the 1 minute. Started to hit some maybe resistance around 734. Hey, Donut said, is that your SRT? It was my SRT, Donut. I actually sold it, and I bought a Corvette. One of the new Corvettes, of course. But yeah, that Hellcat was awesome, man. I think about it every day. It actually just sold on Sunday. The dealership had it posted for a while, and it literally just sold. No joke. QQQ jumped to 440, so my call I took profits on would have hit. Hey, still a good buy, though. You know, you can't ever time the top perfectly, right? On trading, don't live with shoulda, woulda, couldas. I like it, though. Yeah, just keep a level head. You know, keep watching QQQ. There's a couple of areas of resistance here I'm watching. Maybe like 440.50 or 440.40. We start to break back above there in a meaningful way. Maybe double dip on some calls or something, or... come up with another plan, though. Boeing got down to 184 literally right now. Testing it on the book map. Let's zoom in. This is like watching the UFC fights right here, but with stocks. You know what I gotta do, guys. You know it. I'm warning you.
It's time!
It's like the UFC. All right, we're literally right there. Are there more updates coming for the bots? Always, Xbox. There's always going to be updates coming. And sometimes there's even like little updates and stuff in the back end that you guys don't even know about. You know? It's not like every little update is log, because, you know, sometimes it's just changing something or etc. or, you know. But, yeah, there's definitely going to be more coming as well. And if it's not even on the bots, it's going to be on something else then. 1 second. I had to go check on my daughter real quick. She is sound asleep out there. That's nice. She's starting to roll over now. It's kind of scary. Yeah, Boeing broke 184, but looks like the buyers are holding it up for now. We'll see, though, over the next few minutes where it really starts to go. Yeah, oh, wow. Starting to pop back a little bit. That was a major spot on there on the book map, so. Let's go back to Tesla. Starting to come back a little bit off the dip. Anyone buying up that dip there? Man, SPY's looking fairly good here. You know, it's not the best, but it's holding up okay. QQQ's actually back into the green now. That move on Microsoft was actually a pretty good break there of 409.50. Decent run up to 411.50. Pretty nice. What levels do you see BA going to in the next couple days? Realistically, like this 184, 185 spot is huge. I mean, like major on the chart. Underneath that, I see like 182.50, and then obviously down around like 176 to 180 is major support. It's just tough because these supports are huge. Like, I would actually think Boeing has a good chance to start to get back into like the under 175 over the next few weeks, maybe even couple months, but I feel like it'll at least consolidate around these supports a little bit. So the timing on the aspect is hard. This week, I would say like 180, 250. You know, as long as 184 breaks. It's already down a lot today. I would doubt it goes down much more than this. I know there's a real, there's really bad news with them, but still. Seems like every time Boeing is brought up, it's like, oh my God, another problem, another problem, another problem. It's getting comical at this point, wouldn't you guys say? Seriously, comical. 45 votes in the poll. Hell yeah. Keep it going, guys. Keep voting up in there. If you're just now joining us, smash that like button. Let's go. 48% of you guys say, nope, more room to the upside. The question is, are stocks nearing the top? So the majority of you think there's more room up. I don't blame you, you know? The market's pretty hot right now. Just recently broke out the new highs. I know there's a lot of stocks that are way too overextended, but I'm kind of thinking it's getting fairly close to the high, but just vote it up how you like. Jason goes, I don't think there's anything comical when my ass is in an airline seat. Yeah, I feel that. I fear for my life on a plane if I see Boeing. Really? Do you guys really fear? Wow. I fear for my life on like every plane, to be real with you. But either way. I know that Boeing is with the issues, I feel that. Yeah, it's just like every single time lately there's something going on. It's like, oh my God. Another problem. It's like they're beta testing. Oh no. Yeah, that is true, don't it? Beta testing, I like it. It's like when they come out with a new car. The first model year. You know, they got to work out the issues, you know. They couldn't have done that privately. Boeing could have a 5% chance of something failing on every flight, and they'd still be safer than people driving cars. Yeah, that's true. Based off stats. Based off stats, that is definitely true. Man, all right, gotta switch over to the QQQ really quick. Starting to look pretty good here on the intraday chart. One of the better setups here. SM bot, Amazon calls, no wonder. We're starting to see the QQQ move. JD, the China stocks on here, no way. Those are pretty big jumps on China. Carlos said, true, but my life is in somebody's hands on a plane. Yep, that's also true. Sometimes it's even in the hands of a computer. Actually, it's in the hands of the computer most of the time. Even on like landing and stuff now, it's all mostly computer generated. Or AI landing it and shit. Most of the time. It's pretty cool. I saw a lot of videos on it. Man, Walmart just continues to shine. See Palantir real quick. Bank of America. A lot of consolidation going on now. SPY starting to consolidate a little bit here. Nvidia, everything is. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. My daughter's out there all pissed off. She flipped herself over and couldn't get herself back up. Gotta love babies, right? Man, Boeing's still bouncing at 184 today. Literally another hit off of that. Okay. Boeing likes this area. $53 votes, and the upside is still winning pretty significantly, so let's go. That's pretty good. I'm glad I haven't jumped into those Apple 170 puts. I would have gotten smoked. Yeah, you would have, wouldn't you? It had a pretty big drop-off at open, though, man. That was great opportunity. This was definitely a play where, you know, you had to get in on the momentum. Somewhere on there. That's really the big trick, isn't it? Identifying that in the moment. Holding an NVIDIA 1300 strike call. Holy shit. Man, Isaac. That's a pretty big call. Or a pretty high strike, I meant. That's what I meant by that. And it's for December. You're up 200%, and it already had this big drop. Wow, I wonder how much you were up before. Over the next couple days, I could see Nvidia still going up a little bit. But I do see this as starting to get towards the top. So the question is like, how much are we going to consolidate over the next couple days, right? It's sitting on this trend. Maybe it'll start to run back up into this 900, maybe 915 area, and then start to, you know, trend back down. So I'm looking for maybe to get to there and then maybe here, you know, something like that. It could even maybe double, you know, retest the high, maybe try a double top. That $1,000 mark is going to be pretty big. It could break. So with how much time you have, I mean, the problem is your strike is so far away that it's going to, if Nvidia starts to go down anymore, I would sell it. Like, I would not I would not hold it, especially if it gets under like 840 or somewhere around there. Would not hold that too long. But for the next couple days, it might start to get back up there a little bit. You know, we just had a big drop off. A lot of stocks had big drops like this, even the SPY. So like we might see some retests of these resistances, if not even another run. So I know a lot of people would probably just immediately say sell that. But since you're already in and you're up, you have some room to work with it. At least for a couple days. Good stuff though, Isaac. I mean, I like the, you know, good win. The strike's just the questionable part. QQQ moving strong. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking great here. I like that consolidation at that 440 mark and decent little setup there. Go to Citigroup real quick. JP Morgan. Always like to throw the accent on that one. Xbox goes, who the hell's buying calls on Pep? That's funny. Man, who knows? This is a weird setup here, though. I'm not a huge fan. Sure thing, I'll send it to you. Wow, what's your Discord name? Let's see. Yeah, Albie. Just tell me your Discord username, and I'll put it in the off-topic channel and tag you. Man, keep it up, QQQ. Yeah, Nvidia's doing pretty strong as well. Very nice. Nice pop off that support. We're actually up through resistance now pretty well. Nice, it's did I ask? Okay. Let me get a book map of Tesla for somebody real fast. Help somebody out, hopefully. Microsoft still pumping, Vincent said. MSFT? Wow. That's pretty nuts. Another pump up to 413. That's pretty insane. A lot of consolidation on Microsoft over the past month or so. Might start to break back out. You can see on the hourly some of these bigger areas coming up on Microsoft. Pretty big resistance right where it's at, around 413, 414. Man, and then 416 up here. I don't want to just keep saying every whole dollar mark, but that's where the hits are. That's where the hits are. What do I think about AMD? Advanced Micro Devices. Definitely not my favorite setup of the day. A lot weaker than most of the other chip stocks from what I'm seeing. Yeah, like I'd rather be trading like SMCI on a high of day breakout or Nvidia or something. AMD just seems stuck in the mud. Yeah, I'm definitely not a huge fan. 200 is going to be pretty hard to break back above. I do think it can be done pretty easily, though. It's just, you know, the overall market needs to keep up with this good momentum. That is a negative, though. I would guess AMD tests 200 at some point here soon. It's just not my favorite compared to the others out there. I know SMCI's options are kind of silly, though. ARM's not looking the best either. Nothing like SMCI and AMD. Or I meant SMCI and Nvidia, sorry. What do I think about QQQ puts? I like those, but I don't think that the entry is good at the very moment. What I'm looking for with QQQ over the next few days, I'll talk about it right here. We're seeing a lot of consolidation. I actually just talked about this with AMD or Nvidia. I keep getting them confused. Nvidia as well, because that guy was holding those 1300 strike calls. Isaac was holding those calls for 1220. Nvidia is starting to consolidate a lot. It's bouncing off a trend line. I can see these stocks moving lower, and then that'll in turn move QQQ lower as well. But we're seeing some retests. You know, we're going to test this first resistance around 895, then 900, and then maybe like 915. I'm really watching for that resistance there. You know, that's going to be a major spot to watch over the next couple days. After this big drop, we're going to see some type of consolidation, and we're seeing that now. We're seeing the consolidation. We're seeing the move back up. The question is how high, right? Is it going to stop here in its tracks at 894, 895? Are we going to get to 915, 960 on a retest? You know, it's like, how high is it going to get? But after this slight move back up, however long it lasts, I'll be looking for that drop off to happen again. And then that's where the opportunity will lie, in my opinion, is getting into something of that caliber, like puts, when we start to hit resistance here over the next couple days. So for the next couple days, and today looks like, you know, a lot of upside opportunity intraday. Like right here, broke this resistance, 882, possible entry around this mark. You know, a lot of people probably scalping this up right now. But that's my thoughts here on QQQ over the next couple days and just the market in general. Like, I can see more downside, but it's going to come after this point of consolidation. And we might not even see downside, you know? Like I talked about earlier with NVIDIA, the way the bulls have been going lately, I wouldn't be surprised if he even kept going, but we'll find out over the next couple days, and then that'll be where our put opportunities lie. NVIDIA is actually almost right at resistance. Go look at it on the book map. I'm sure that's a major spot. Yep, 900 is for sure. 895 is more minor, but we saw in the charts how big it was, though. It doesn't always have to be on the book map. Buyers could, or sellers could start to come in at any time. You can see that initial wick there off of resistance. Might not be a bad put opportunity here, but you will be looking for a pretty good reversal at that point. Probably not my ideal entry point yet. I'm sure there's actually quite a few people out there trying to scalp this with puts right here. But just be careful. It's had a lot of bullishness today. AMD's now at the resistance we talked about, $200. Got up to there. Major resistance. Wow, you can see on Bookmap there's even more shares stacked at 201 than there is at 200, which is kind of strange. Walmart's still going up, Trzynski? No way. That's pretty funny. Oh, there it goes. Starting to maybe come down a little bit now, but someone in Discord said Amazon's running too. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Check Apple. I think it came back. Yeah, a little bit. Still uptrending for now, but little pullback happening. Almost got green. I guess it was green there for a minute. That's funny. Barely went green. NVIDIA is right at that resistance still. Trying to reject a little bit at 894. Okay. Now it's kind of more tempting. AMD right off 200 as well. SPY doesn't really care. Got to watch out on SPY for 515.85 to 516 coming up. Fairly big levels there. Tesla looks like it's going to retest 172, Perry said. Oh, wow. That is a lot of consolidation right there. A lot of weird candles going on, too. Look at those. Doji candles, they call them. Just shows a lot of confliction in the price action there. Yeah, it might be reversing back. Looks rough. We have 60 total votes. And wow, it's almost tied. 42% to 44%. Make sure you guys cast your votes. It's very close. We'll probably end the poll in about 20 minutes or so. Hey, there goes Tesla. There's a nice little breakthrough there. 175.50 just broke back out after that consolidation. There we go. Wow. Look at that. How's Nvidia? Okay. Retesting resistance too. Maybe it'll break out as well. We're going to see a good continuation on SPY. Maybe retest the all-time high or something. It's getting closer than people think. Now, the QQQ is pretty far off. So much for 172, though. Pretty big breakout. Go to the SM bot again. Man. Meta calls on the bot. Uh-oh. Meta can be a fun one on good days like this. Man, almost back to 500 bucks. Hitting off of 499 right now. I know the China stocks are looking good too. Look at Baidu, Baba. Hell yeah. JD. All over the bot right now. Holy crap. That's pretty crazy. Go check in on LUV as well. Wow, still going. LUV's just been slow and steady today. Down 14%. God dang. Slowly chopping down. Hopefully it breaks this low of day and gets one more decent push. That would make for some great price action. I'm not sure what stocks to jump in, Carlos said. Almost all are consolidating. The SPY's still running up. Nvidia is starting to break 894. It's almost breaking 895 now, actually. Getting close. Could be pretty big. Let's look at that on the book map. I believe that was a big spot. Yep, pretty big. And then 900. Yeah, I'm with you though. A lot of consolidation. Hard to jump in to these right now. It's kind of at that point of the day where it's like, yeah, we just had some pretty decent moves and watch for consolidation. Zoom actually looks pretty good compared to most other stocks. It doesn't really care what the SPY does either, which is a great thing today. I'm gonna say good, but it's great. Penn Gaming, let's see. See you. TSM. Hey, DraftKings went green again. Perry said it's crazy how CPI came in hot in the market. Doesn't care. For real, Perry. It's pretty insane, isn't it? Came in at 3.2%. It was only a little bit hotter, though. But I also agree. I was not expecting a run-up out of the market from that. To be fair, the market fell back down in pre-market, but fell down at first, ran up, and then at open came all the way back. And then now, breaking back out. Very strange movement. Got pretty volatile there. I'm exactly with you, though. I don't get it. It happens, though. That's why I don't like to play events like that, usually. Was it really hot, though? Not hot enough? Bulls are bending the Bears over. Yeah, they really are, Jason. Oh, man, that's a good one. I love seeing those, like, GIFs that people post or, like, just the funny pictures and it'll show shit like that. Always gets me laughing, man. Every time. Yeah, very good bullish price action today, though. SPY's even continuing here. 515.80. There we go. Nvidia just re-broke. AMD might try to break 200 here. We'll see. Ugh. Had a yawn real quick. 66 total votes in the poll. 45% say nope, more room to the upside. About 15 minutes left. Get those votes in. Arthur says JP Morgan, let's go. Yeah, it's really close. Really close to resistance, wow. It's a trap. Arthur wants AI tickers to run again. Man, me too. Be nice to see a better breakout. AMD broke 200 momentarily. Let me see SPY's book map. Someone asked me about it. Yeah, I mean, the book map on SPY is not going to really help right now. Too much in and out. Let me zoom in more, though. Holy shit, not that much. Yeah, that's just no relevance on there. I really like watching on individual stocks way more. MRVL, especially off that dip on earnings. That is a pretty big dip. This doesn't look too bad. I like it. A little dip buy here on after earnings. You know, the market's doing pretty good today. Got a little trend going here. Not bad. Donut says I keep jumping out of the calls too early. Man, Nvidia 898. Wow. Need just 1 second. I'm gonna throw up the 4-chart setup though. Always like watching the 4 charts at once. It's always cool. All right. Tesla's starting to come back even, as we saw in the bottom left chart there. Yeah, Tessie, nice. Not bad. Let me get the SPY chart for Superstar real quick. Or I meant Sony. Gosh dang. Yeah, not bad though. Interesting on the chart. Meta just broke 500 with an ease. Wow. Man, Meta is really going. It was all over the SM bot. Wow, all over it. Same thing with TSM. Holy shit, Meta. 502.16. Are we gonna hit new all-time highs again? Nah, we're a little way off from that. 20-something points, but maybe over the next few days. Man, that's a great move. I didn't think it would get through 500 today. But it did. 516.40. Brandon happened to hit Boeing just right today. Very nice, Brandon. Yeah, I had a great opportunity down early in the morning. Did you trade it down? Or were you buying it off support? Let me know. Groovy said Palantir thoughts. For sure, for sure. Palantir. Not my favorite stock today. Kind of just down in the dumps. It's starting to come back a little bit, which is good. That's a good sign, but nothing like we're seeing out of other stocks like Meta or Nvidia or AMD or anything. Or no, I should say it's actually more like AMD, which is kind of stuck. But yeah, overall, Palantir is not my favorite here. Looks pretty weak overall. Almost looks like it wants to try to drop again, which is weird. It has pretty strong correlation to SPY too. I like Zoom a little bit better, maybe, if it keeps breaking. QQQ's right on resistance I have at 443. Go over to that SPY, 516.31 now, getting pretty close to all-time highs. It's getting there, it's getting there. Wow, will we hit new highs today? We just might. We just might. I'm still skeptical on like Nvidia though. It's not like it's exploding, but it has a long way to go. First resistance coming up around 910, and like 915 is major resistance I have. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the poll. There was 69 votes. Swear I didn't do that on purpose. But ending the poll here. And it was a tie. Holy shit. I didn't even realize that. Literally a tie. Are stocks nearing the top? Yes, the top is happening soon with 43%. Nope, more room to the upside at 43%. That's pretty big. That's a huge number on the poll, guys. To have that tie and have 69 total votes is pretty big. We normally don't have that many votes on the polls here, so that is a pretty interesting tie. So it shows that there's a lot of confliction out there right now, right? There's a lot of confliction. And that's okay, because a lot of people are getting ready to start to sell at the top, and I understand. You got to take profits at some point, right? I'm sure a lot of people are going to start doing that soon. Might not be the largest pullback ever, but should be decent. Hey, nice, Brandon. You got 230%. Very nice, man. That's a great move there. Got to get some claps going. Great stuff. Dubs for Brandon in the chat, guys. That's pretty fire. Great trade on Boeing. Had that good move down at open. You caught that volatility and bam. Nice one. Very, very nice. Donut says, let's go, Brandon. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that. That's funny. I said that earlier. Oh boy. I swear, guys, it was an accident. No nasty emails. That's funny. Wow. All right, guys. Well, we're probably going to be ending the stream here. Stock's starting to have some decent movement coming in. Really appreciate everybody joining up this morning, though. It's been a fun one. Hey, for sure, Brandon. All the SM bot, baby. I love that, man. That's why it has been created, Brandon. Let's go. Don't sleep on the SM bot, guys. It's pretty fire. Seriously, it is pretty fire out there. If you guys want access to the SM bot, make sure you check out the link I am sending in the chat right now. It'll give you access to that and all of the other bot plays as well. The Surge bot day trades, swing plays, and a bunch of other opportunities. Check it out. It's in the Discord, of course. Do a little stream-only code. Use code PROFIT24 if you want a little discount. Again, PROFIT24. All right, guys. Gonna go ahead and end here as the SPY starts to pull back a little bit. You know, we rode that nice upside move, and now we're done. No, I'm just kidding, but I hope to see you all tomorrow morning. Of course, I will be in the Discord as well, so if you guys need anything, make sure you let me know in there. Other than that, though, make sure you check out tonight's video, and let's go, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I'm getting a little bit worried. Let's watch out for this FOMC meeting coming up next Wednesday, March 20th. Going to be a big event. Have a great one, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let's go.